Look, I come from southwestern Pennsylvania. I grew up in a steel town. I represented one of the most heavy labor districts in the entire country. It was a 71% Democratic district. And I know what it's like, to fight the bullies. And there's no tougher bullies than the public employee unions. And I just want to say to your governor, I am for you, I am behind you, and I will do everything I can to help make sure that you stay governor. Well, 20 years ago, Bill Clinton was running for president. And he was running on the issue of you have a right to a lawyer, you have a right to a doctor, we need to do health care reform, fundamental health care reform. And I was sitting in the budget committee with another young guy who was going to be chairman of the budget committee one day, a guy named John Kasich, who's the governor of Ohio. And the two of us had some conversations about, maybe we should have an alternative. Something that believes in markets and free people. And so we came up with this idea and introduced it 20 years ago. As far as I know, the first members of Congress to ever do so. And I fought for it and campaigned on it, and election after election defeated the author of Clintoncare in 1994 as a Democratic incumbent senator in Pennsylvania. So I've run this race against the last Democratic attempt to take over the healthcare system and won in Pennsylvania, believing in free people and free markets. I'm the best guy to go out and take on Barack Obama and talk about this issue. We want someone who's going to get out there and articulate a fundamentally different vision of our country. I've said I'm going to balance the budget in 5 years and propose budgets that spend less money each year for every year I'm in president. I say I'll cut $5 trillion in 5 years. Governor Romney has said he hopes to be on a glide path by the end of his 8th year to a balanced budget. He says he's going to do tax reform, and it's a 65-point plan. That is not tax reform. That is more of the same. We've taken I congratulate Paul Ryan. We have two tax rates of 10 and 28%. Paul Ryan, 10 and 25%. We have a simple tax code. We get rid of the old tax code, 5 deductions, children, charities, pensions, health care, and housing. Everything else is simple. We take the corporate tax, which is the highest in the world. The corporate tax is 35%. We cut it in half. We get rid of all deductions, all exclusions, make it simple. Small businesses pay the same as big businesses. And then for manufacturers and processors. Because as I traveled around this country and went to small town America and rural America, not only did I see the hurt going on in those communities because of the lack of energy jobs, but I also saw it because that's where most manufacturers are. That's where a lot of blue-collar workers are who are out there with 2.5 times the unemployment rate of those with a college education. And we need someone who's out there who grew up in a steel town, who can talk to people, working people, who don't want to be on food stamps and government benefits under this president.